Right here, and we'll just wait for the microphone. Thank you.
Aaron, first half especially, they just seemed to pack the defense in and dare you guys to beat them from the perimeter. Was there, other than not making outside shots to loosen them up, was there anything that you guys were trying to stretch that defense out so you could exploit the gaps?
We tried. They did a phenomenal job. They got a shot blocker down there that blocked quite a few shots in the first half, and that really kind of had us on our heels. We didn't score in transition at all today, and that's been our calling card throughout this run, getting stops and scoring in transition. And we didn't score at all. We really didn't get very many easy buckets tonight, and it shows.
Do we have any other questions here? Right here, fourth row.
Yeah, for the players, just during that first half, it seemed like the offense was completely off kilter and just a lot of quick shots and maybe not the shots you were looking for. Just what were the discussions like in the huddles and then the different things like that to try and get some kind of a flow going offensively?
Deshaun, why don't you start with that?
Yeah, man, where we shot the ball coming into this, the Elite Eight and Sweet 16, man, everything was falling. But just today wasn't our night. Nothing was falling. But in the huddle, we try to keep our spirits up, and we was believing in ourselves, trying to believe in ourselves. Coach said they're gonna fall. They're gonna fall. Just be patient. We had to get our feet into them, and we had great looks, some of them, but they just weren't falling.
Did you have anything to add on that, Aaron?
No, I'm good.
Question right here, and then we'll come to Steve here in the first row.
Aaron, you mentioned the lack of points in transition from studying these guys on tape. Did you think you could turn them over?
They're a very, very disciplined team on offense, have a lot of sets, and they do a pretty good job of taking care of the ball. We got in transition some and didn't really finish, had some layups that we didn't make. Probably took a couple early shots that we probably shouldn't have taken, but you got to give them a lot of credit. They came out firing, and we never really kind of regained our balance until it was too late.
Right here in the first row, Steve Herbert. Wait for the mic, Steve.
For Deshaun and Aaron, basically, how are you feeling right now? How much does this loss hurt?
It's hurt. It hurts. We try to, repeat, get into the Final Four. But, we had a heck of a season. After that Wisconsin loss, we came together as a team. This was the most team that came together I've ever been on. And, we had a great season, won the Big Ten tournament, the best conference in the world in my eyes. But today was a tough loss. And, that's all I got to say.
It hurts. We've been playing pretty great, pretty well together. Found a way to win a couple games that we probably shouldn't have won the past couple games, and it seems like everything kind of caught up to us. We just didn't come out with the same intensity, same fire today, and they did. And it's tough and it hurts. This team is great. We did a lot of great things this year. It's just very unfortunate. It's got to come to an end now. But hopefully some time down the road we can look back and appreciate what we did.
Do we have any further questions for the student athletes? Right here in the third row again.
Sean, I've got to ask you the obvious question. Do you know at this point whether you're going to be back next year or if you're going to enter the draft?
I'm just, it's a tough loss we had. Thinking about this loss, man, I'm just going to go home, join my family, get back in the gym, and have think about this, because this is a great group of guys I've been, around me, and great coaching staff. So I'm gonna enjoy my time off, and I'm not gonna remember this loss, and just get back in the gym and get better.
Do we have any further questions? Right here, Mark.
For Aaron, you can now appreciate there's such a fine line, 4 points here between winning and losing, getting to the Final Four as you did last year and not getting there this year. Can you appreciate how difficult the task it is now?
I've lost by 3 tournament games now. We have by 8 points combined. So last year and the year before, we were 1 possession games, losing by 2, and obviously this by 4. It's tough. It's crazy tough, and it's very tough to grasp how important a possession is in the first half and how that can come back to haunt you in the second. And we had quite a few of those today. Just plays that we don't usually make. We weren't really playing our style of basketball, and they kind of took us out of our rhythm. And it's tough. Every possession counts. Every possession is important.
Right here in the third row.
Yeah, Aaron, how would you compare Wichita State defensively, either in style or effectiveness or both, to anyone in the Big Ten that you went up against this season?
I think they're definitely one of the more physical teams we've played. They did a good job of packing it in. Someone kind of like Wisconsin, kind of like that, but and a couple of shot blockers, a little better than the ones that are at Wisconsin, obviously. So the way we were able to be successful against those guys was getting in transition, really kind of executing offense, and we just didn't do that today.
All right, we have time for one more question. Any further questions? Okay, thank you, gentlemen. Congratulations on a fine season. Ohio State